What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris Infinite, and I'm bringing you an early review and first impressions of Ghostwire Tokyo. Brought to us by the folks that made the Evil Within games, this is their first shot at a FPS game, straying from the third-person horror roots for something still fittingly horror, but with a whole lot more action. So far, this game is a very refreshing spin on the first-person shooter genre, bringing you a Shinto-based magic system, having you be the virtual avatar, busting ghosts through a dark and dismal, rain-laden Tokyo. Folks that have ray tracing capabilities can see their graphics cards burn with all the reflections and radial spikes on display, and that heads us into the first thing to look at with Ghostwire. It's visuals. Visually, you're really treated to a foray from Ghostwire, with awesome particle effects, lights gleaming off rain-soaked streets, a blood-red moon greeting you ominously in the sky, and enemy designs are well varied. Pulling from Shinto beliefs, the designs are fittingly supernatural, and at points downright unnerving. The open world consists of twisting roads and alleys, a fully urban location, side streets, and a convenience store for virtually every corner, with interior locations for you to ghost through, taking down all the drones of supernatural foes along the way. Even though ray tracing can push the older RTX cards out there, it's still a visual treat. I always believe cyberpunk, oriental megacity, or heavily urbanized game worlds get the best out of ray tracing, and Ghostwire lives up to that belief. Gameplay-wise, you see yourself using magical abilities based on wind, water, and fire, each growing stronger as you go along with a pretty solid player progression system that expands as you progress. Alongside your magic, you'll also have a bow, talismans, as well as prayer beads to buff your magic. Enemies are scarce through the city streets, but you can find them clustered around key locations. The game world feels fittingly empty. It's not so much a vacant emptiness, but more so an eerie one. The plot sees everyone mysteriously vanished, and the world reflects that. Fighting the Shinto-inspired ghosts, they'll use telekinetic, magic, and physical abilities that you'll have to block, endure, or evade. It can feel a little grindy, but the gameplay is rather cathartic, with combat that can be more intense than it appears. The open world is filled with side quests, corrupted points for you to cleanse, rooftops to explore, and the deadly fog that you'll clear out at Shinto gates. Exploring the Tokyo streets is a surprisingly immersive experience, with this game dipping into light immersive sim genre territory. Oh yeah, and you can pet the dog too, which just earns bonus points. It's all around a very solid experience. Sound-wise, the game's design is great. Fittingly spooky, magic is fittingly punchy, enemies' sound design is equally great, having towels for attacks that you can listen out for, radios that play ambient music in convenience stores and public spots. The sound design has been both parts immersive and surprisingly thought out. Though it's not like I'm going to pretend it's all upsides for Ghostwire. The combat can feel repetitive once you get the hang of things, player movement can feel kinda chunky, and the mysterious plot might not be for everyone. But for me, those are not impeding to how good this game actually is. A refreshingly paced and cathartic combat system, an interesting and immersive world, and a plot I'm very excited to get to the bottom of. Ghostwire for me is a buy, and if you lack the funds, wait for sale, but definitely don't sleep on it. 2022 seems to be the year of incredible games. I guess after COVID, we're finally seeing the fruits of labor here. Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, now Ghostwire is stepping up to the plate and offering a totally unique spin on the first-person genre. I'm stoked for what the rest of 2022 has in store, but for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to stick around for more. But for now, I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.